Hey everyone! Today I'm here to share with you my everyday aesthetics lifestyle concept. So this concept was the main reason I made significant changes to my life. And in recent years, especially this September, so if you watched my first video, you know what I'm talking about. So let's start with the introduction to everyday aesthetics. So what is everyday aesthetics to start with? Let me quote a wiki here. Alexander Baumgarten established aesthetics as a discipline and defined it as the science of sensory knowledge in his foundational work Aesthetica in 1750. Saying that, I should expand on my own understanding of everyday aesthetics and the lifestyle based on it. So to me, everyday aesthetics lifestyle is a certain way of living when I mostly do things and engage myself into day-to-day activities with one basic thing in mind, that is, my soul and my mind agree with each other. So if the concept of the soul is not relevant to you, you can replace the word soul with like feeling or gut feeling or even intuition. Okay, I should also mention here that even though I've read Baumgarten's work and other works and articles on aesthetics and everyday aesthetics in particular, my concept is not 100% relevant to the philosophical understanding of the term. I have found Yet I haven't found any other term that would describe this lifestyle concept so precisely. So to me, the everyday aesthetics lifestyle means living my life in harmony with my mind and soul. But what does it mean in reality? How does it work? So let me give you some examples here. We all find ourselves in situations where we feel we should do something and our mind tells us it's wrong, and vice versa. So, for example, whenever we feel like we want to eat a delicious cake, our mind tells us it's not a good idea and we'd better eat some fruit, for example. Or when our mind tells us to accept a job offer that's prestigious and well paid, and we feel like we'd better make a hobby a job. The examples actually can be infinite. But what we usually do is choose one of available options, one of the two available options. We either listen to our mind or to our soul. When we do that, a part of our personality gets neglected. And I used to make those choices too. And some time ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I, had that thought. What if there is a third option? What if there is no need to compromise? What if there is a win-win solution to both my mind and my soul? And step by step, I began to implement this concept into my daily routine. Not only I began to notice the aesthetics in objects around me, environments, but I also began to create such aesthetics, surround myself with it. And I should say the process is huge. It involves every aspect of my life, everything from buying a cup of coffee to meeting friends and other people, doing my job and making plans for the future. And it's not a matter of one day, actually. To tell the truth, I'm still working on it. But what are the benefits? Why in the world anyone else should bother with everyday aesthetics lifestyle at all? To me, the answer is simple. And it makes me happier. It makes my life filled with joy and harmony more than before. and it brings meaning to my life. So, of course, it's impossible to put each and every thought into one video. That's what this channel is for. And today I described the core principle of everyday aesthetics lifestyle as I see it. And in the following videos, I'll talk about different aspects of life everyday aesthetics is related to. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you share my aesthetics understanding and the basic principle of everyday aesthetics. I would be glad to hear from you, and I'll see you in my next video.